Next is our program is Joyce Luedke. Joyce has recently researched a concept called Win Minnesota. She's going to speak to us about that concept under the title of Winning for Families.
Just want to keep it really short. Thank you, Dwayne, for bringing us together at this crucial time in Wisconsin's history. I came here to work beside all of you. Are you willing to put in the arduous hours and days and weeks ahead to form a new grassroots coalition in Wisconsin to build a bigger and better vision for Wisconsin? Why have I chosen to be a working blue jean granny activist? Here are 3 reasons. I am here because of 2 families. The first is my immediate family, a husband, a son with 3 sons, a daughter, her husband, and 2 children. So after the election, I went to my daughter, who lives in St. Paul, for a retreat. I wanted to leave Wisconsin. My daughter, Mary, told me I couldn't move to Minnesota and live in a yurt. That's what I wanted to do. And so she said I must lose my timidity and join forces with thousands of other people to bring sanity back to Wisconsin. My immediate family is facing many of the same issues your families are facing. An uncertain future, stress at work and school, and eking out time in a very full day for quality, meaningful family time together. Another family is just as dear to me. This family consists of a mom and 2 children. This family faces a dire situation because of circumstances totally beyond their control. This family could be the poster family for what is wrong in our society. The second reason is I want to share what I learned from Adam Dunnick, who is the executive director of Win Minnesota. Adam, as representative to the Metropolitan Council, is the chair of the Transportation Committee. My daughter Mary is a transit planner for Metropolitan Transit and works with Adam. By the way, she believes in the light rail. I had the privilege to ride the green line for the first day that it ran. So she believes in mass transportation and not highways. So she arranged a meeting with Adam Dunnick for me to meet with him. He graciously shared really 1 hour of his precious time to outline the strategy behind Win Minnesota and the history behind it. After Senator Wellstone and others were killed in a plane crash on October 25th, 2002, the Wellstone team was devastated. Jeff Blodgett, Ken Martin, and others knew they needed to keep Wellstone's progressive, well, maybe we'll have to change that a little bit, progressive vision alive. They began meeting together to devise a strategy. For 20 years, Minnesotans had not elected a governor from the DFL, Democratic Farmer Labor Party. The Wellstone team decided it was time to put their grief into action and devise a strategy to get a DFL governor elected, as well as additional DFL legislators. Adam said, really, he said, they were tired of losing. That sounds familiar, right? During the 8 years that Tim Pawlenty was governor, the Wellstone team cobbled together Win Minnesota. Their efforts paid off with the election of Mark Dayton in 2010. And again in 2014. Win Minnesota consists of several parts, and if you will take the time to look out the handout, I'm just going to review these really quickly. The three main parts are Win Minnesota, America Votes, and Alliance for a Better Minnesota. Adam Dunnick, as Executive Director of Win Minnesota, oversees all of those parts. Win Minnesota serves as the funding piece as well. Kelly Beadle, now this is an interesting connection. Dave and I taught with Kelly Beadle's mother at ATC. Anyhow, Kelly Beadle, as State Director of America Votes, coordinates progressive organizations and serves as the research and data collection piece. Ben Goldfarb, as the Senior Strategic Advisor for Alliance for a Better Minnesota, serves as the communication hub. So they've got those three pieces. They've got the data and research piece, they've got the messaging piece, they've got the funding piece in place. After the meeting with Adam, I began putting the pieces of Wisconsin together. Just how do progressive groups in Wisconsin coordinate their work and funds to elect? We'll have to change that. Maybe we're going to have to call us the commoners. I don't know. But similar to Minnesota, prior to Win Minnesota, there appeared to be very limited coordination. Organizations were raising money for their cause. I kept getting pleas for money from the League of Conservation Voters, for instance. And they were reaching out to voters to promote their cause, but there was very little coordination. So I got to thinking, would there be a way for us in Wisconsin to learn from the Win Minnesota strategy? And could our groups in Wisconsin begin to coordinate the vision and their values, their time, their funds, their strategies to form a cohesive group, to get more progressives elected beginning at the local level? Because Adam Dunn emphasized that over and over, it all starts at the local level. It all starts at the community level. So could this cohesive force coalesce around a set of values, a group of people, or possibly today's families in all their shapes and sizes? So the third reason I'm here is just to explain my vision of winning for families. I chose winning for families because I want to win. I want to win for families. I want to work and expend my energy and my meager funds to benefit these families, especially my family who is in dire need of us all. I discovered at a strategy session in Eau Claire on December 6th, thanks Nate for putting that together, that a Wisconsin version of Win Minnesota is beginning to coalesce with several other organizations joining forces. This gives me hope that eventually more groups will join the circle to coordinate the crucial work that needs to be done in Wisconsin with a paid executive director overseeing all of those parts. In closing, I, like all of you, we're looking for answers. We're looking for solutions. So in closing, my first question, could winning for families become a piece of this new coalition? What group will spearhead this new coalition of grassroots groups? Nate constantly talks about we need an umbrella to bring all of these groups together. Just who would be that group? Who would be an executive director to oversee all of these new parts and new coalitions? And then number 4, are you, and I'm sure the answer is yes, are you willing to don your blue jeans to work together to to build this new coalition, keeping the needs of all family members at the heart of what we do. Because everything we do is going to affect our family members. My email address is at the top of page 1 of the handout if you wish to contact me. And thank you again for the countless hours and treasure you have already contributed on behalf of the people of Wisconsin. And I want to thank my family and my friends who give me courage every day to lose my timidity, and they're with me today in spirit. Thank you.